So we are on Azorius, Texas. We have only white lands, 2 decent run drops, we're on the draw, and the 3 drop. We still need our blue mana, but I guess the 2 drops let us keep. I think we start on the Sentinel, since our first creature gets removed, most likely, and this way we draw a card. Can even play both now. So I guess okay, Sentinel, Mox, and Mother. So worst thing would be a Fog Bolt here, obviously. Arctray would be bad too, but we would at least draw a card. So Lightning Bolt, okay, goes for the Mother, of course. Now we need to get some lands. Don't get a land, but we have the option to search one out. He goes for another removal on our Sentinel, and then we can like drop a Geist afterwards, or Vampire. Just sure. I guess we get our land here. Now we draw another land anyway, so Sanctifier. So I guess we start with the guys, and if he goes for double spell, if he wants to trade against guys, we can Reflector Mage the Ledger Shredder. Our guys of course has hexproof, so maybe his line would like include cantrips and creatures, or like burn face. He really has to. Yeah, our opponent is in a bit of a pickle right now, as you can see him tapping and tapping. Okay, goes for Ragavan cantrip. Oh, yeah, cantrip. Okay. So I guess now we like Reflector Mage, let him trade against Ragavan, and then see afterwards what we want to do. Opponent has like, is really into this basic stuff, even goes and plays Evolving Wilds. Okay, so now it's just Reflector Mage, and we can maybe double spell Beta. The Ragavan has no good attacks, so it is implied that he will trade here. He takes us 4 from the Angel, of course, and I think that means for him that next turn he will play the Ledger Shredder again, and we can drop our Vampire and then start drawing cards. We can also like, another line would be like potentially play Thalia, protect her with Caracas, but opponent has like 3 or 4 mana already, so Thalia is not that big of an impact right now. Okay, seems like Sprite Dragon counterspell here. So the question is now what we want to get countered. So I guess we play Thalia, let it get countered, and then play Militant afterwards. Can even start with the Militant. This way he like loses another card in his graveyard. Would be beneficial for us. We can also just, I think we just start with the Thalia here. Of course, as expected. Now we get our 2 run in. I mean, double spelling with Vampire and drawing cards would be nice, but I expect the Ledger Shredder to hit the battlefield soon. Yes, there he is. The bird advisor. The famous. Gosh. This could be a very bad turn for us. Opponent will have like 6 to 8 cards in his hand soon. Ponders. Yeah, I think we don't look good here. Yeah, he keeps up counter magic 2, so we just pass with the Harbinger up, hope that we can generate some treasures, etc, etc. So if he doesn't play anything again, I think we play the Vampire. Yeah, let us get the Vampire countered. Eats a days. Nope. We don't pay here. Now, I think we lose against the Flyers unless we find some really good removal here. I think he just has to attack and attack again, so So if we find a removal, we can get rid of the dragon. So I think this attack was maybe a little bit too cautious. We don't find anything, so we concede. Okay, mock start was not the best. We start. We have Sanctifier, Port, good 2 drops, so yeah. Get our planes in, say go. And then if he goes for cantrip, we drop the Sanctifier. And if he doesn't do anything, we start porting him. And then deploy our 2 drops later. This is a good port hand, I think. Would be better with a 1 drop, of course. But you know, can't have everything. Opponent is pondering about his hand. Seems like a hard decision. So maybe way too many or way too little lands, or just a non-functional hand. Okay, keep 7, so start our plan. Goes for Delver, awesome. So now we can drop our Sanctifier and maybe put on counters next turn. Sanctifier is in play, like it's almost impossible for him to remove it, so his only option now is like blocking it with blue creatures, of course, or like bouncing it. It's not as good as against like Grixis, of course, but yeah, it's a very persistent threat. Also important on himself, maybe in search of lands. So if he doesn't play land drop, we play Aspirant and do the counter thing maybe. Oh no, maybe we just play the Spellbinder and then next turn like do the port stuff. Not sure. So we can get his mountain. So this means for us we just double spell here for our Aspirant. Strengthen our red guy and deploy our Asha after combat. Now he's priced into like removing the Aspirant. Maybe he has a daze here. Can he have mental misstep? He's really thinking about that Asha. Seems like a free counter of some sorts. Oh yeah, subtlety of course. The exile is an opt, so yeah, not the worst exchange for us. So I think we put it on top again and then we can like double spell next turn. Let's see what the Delver reveals. Nothing. Good Delver. So he's killing the Aspirant right now. Sure. So this seems like a counter. So maybe it's just play Asha, play port him, and then keep on going. Has a bounce? Sure. Okay, now he has like this fairy guy. He's tapped out, so it's just, I think, Spellbinder Asha. And try to tax his hand a little bit. Okay, the Preordain costs 3 right now. So this way he can like not play Preordain and play Fairy next turn. Flips a Merchant Scroll. So what does the Merchant Scroll again? Search your library for blue instant. Goes for the scroll. Maybe he's in search of like a bounce spell or like some sort of card advantage, like a dig through time. Izzet charm. Interesting. Okay. Okay. I think it looks good for us. Close the Asha, it seems. Sure. So now we can... Yeah, awesome. Now we can reflect damage, attack, Sanctifier, bounce. Build this friend. Exile your charm and like sniff a little bit. So now he's like a little bit like... He has a little bit of a dilemma, like he wants to find some stuff with a Preordain, he also wants to block this guy, but then he gets like, you know, like killed by the 2-power creatures. Looks like he wants to, yeah, he wants to cast a Preordain. So this gives us a cool line, maybe. So we can like port him before combat, and if he, then he has to play the fairy, and then we can decide if we want to attack with our elite spellbinder. Sure. Kills our guy. I think that's a game. Kryptonoa. protected trend. Now he's priced into blocking the 2-2. No? Or maybe it's better to not block it. But now we just solve the devil problem before it's get out of hand. And then we have even the removal for the fairy blocker. So yeah, too much tempo that we gained here. So here's now the option between, yeah, okay. We have 1-drop, good 2-drop, sword, grow his deck, and some okay 3-drops. We don't have many planes against this non-basic hate. Keep 7, so I guess play our 1-drop, let it get killed, and then go from there. So best draws would be planes, of course. Spirits, okay. So let's see how the game evolves. Okay, gets a tapped basic. So in case of like back to basics next turn, we go for the better threat, I think. Can also like try to text him with a spirit since we have the protection. So if he has like Blood Moon, we want to play our Sanctifier first. I guess we play Sanctifier and then we can like, in case of Blood Moon, put a Shadow Spear on it and dominate. So I think we don't have to fear a bounce spell, so we attack here. Like this Izzet decks usually play like 1 to 2 bounce spells, and yeah, not the thing that we have to worry about here, I think. Okay, there's a Shredder and a removal, so we got our 1 damage in. So if we like next turn can drop the sword, I think there's not much he can do. So if we have like blue red guy, we got like, yeah, we're like pretty good. So we can like let him connive again. I think we just play Spirit and disrupt his conniving plans a bit. So this way is like another threat that he has to care about, and we can like maybe deploy our 3-drops later. 5 cards in his hand. Arcanist. That's a nasty one. Oh no. So I think we are still good if we drop the sword. Then we can even like put the Shadow Spear after on it. Can like op next turn. We have still the Labyrinth guy. I think we can let him connive now. I think, yeah. No, we can still connive. I think we have to like put some power on the board to block the Arcanist. So I guess we just play Inspector and Familiar, I guess. Let him connive. I mean, he doesn't know that his Ledger Shredder on blocking duty will not serve him forever. So he doesn't know about our sword. This card's the Forager. Interesting. Okay. Now we have to like beat his team, which is a good one. So the Arcanist can, as it stands now, not flash back the best spells unless he has a removal for the Spirit, I think, which he does. As a Forkbolt, so he can like let him pay 1 more, since our creatures die anyway. Then we can double block the Arcanist. No, he can like, oh, he can flashback the Forkbolt on the Inspector. He doesn't get the Forkbolt since we have the Sanctifier. That's good, that's good. So he's like cantripping. Although blocks like even better since he's like not killing anything, only producing a lot of tokens and counters on the Shredder. We're just scared about tempo counters, I guess. Interesting that he discarded the Forager. I think the draw must have been the burn spell. Maybe he thought that he could have like flashed it back. Maybe he also missed the Sanctifier tax. So we go for a double block here. Let's see if he has a removal. No. Great. He has a 4/6. Plays a land. Interesting. See if he wants to draw a card. Main phase. Back to basics would be nasty. Blood Moon 2. But Blood Moon we can handle with our equipments being... Oh no. Oh. So now we really need to find the land. Okay. So we deal ourselves 2. Yeah, we have to play the sword, I guess. We can like attack us for 10 next turn. We go to 2. I think we are just dead. He attacks everything. Murktide Region was a really good top deck. See. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're dead. We can like equip sword, maybe draw something. But our lands also kill us, so GG's.